Court of Appeal so ejai Maslog boss. O tifie na opekro no aba uraban mu na bona kese otinatna fie wura nkwe nketinketina obedem sa umada
obako remand sa
wa appeal ground no go hwan na kwa fa
la kwa obedem bruta
akoko na kwa be no dem ana no sofo ba go preach was we for gichire na prison ayama corruption for nya ba bi na so that's what cha kra bi o dey sa ho bon wisi no kwa we hu se bibia tuana no otumi gina so che no ordinako ni ma me ni bi entine na tum no obi adi o man sika de tere na ban ba kwa abaye de omo de wo court kura ye ka corruption cases o kwa bana sika die cases finance minister we mi ana me nipa eso na sem da court Collins Auda former minister Saglemen housing na sem da court in several hundreds of millions of euros kwa bana euro mo do sin dollar
yeah
so what I say Dr. Kwabnado for 7 papa o ye na nakra ono one penny one sem adwuma kakra koye yes sky fast ye what's with you akokra one penny nguase nti o tuatua kakra na ban bai watwam when you Dr. Governor of Bank of Ghana right now Dr. Johnson Pandit esiam mpapedi ono so asem ehye ho watwam said na ya chi na wie ebua na ten na na ma ban mu a wo ba be sentence no akrokro na afrabrucha ba eja no
okay
akwache Camilla TikToker say watch 32 cows president change now because if you see 100 cows
anyway yeah answer yes you
I feel no the Ghanaian Times
what shall say
just also I invest in human capital for national development thank you just Paul Lesego Ghana deliver strong H1 2026
daily guide na ebusia for me dey to so want to me appeals on reasonable conviction unreasonable no 18 quotes
yes
no na eka Adwasafu Barry's father
baba no see no
me cry no news item
na o see
na where was
body
no police
that's so baba na lumba wono and be funeral home as today yeah so there was nobody
I said no the only body no koi
Adwasafu na see papa no
but no pen news be na making kind say say body na ekono pacho
nsem bebre
me se mo hu nsem bebre
go mo honom na akoye yie na wa no kusi papa no
daily guide so wasie no ntie de daily guide e ka no eja yenyamreku nyampon anope yanke setimi ka no na yebisa se nura no bibia akoto sen ekosi se nanso nipa koyo
nipa
koyo pa
amoti mami odi
enti
This is one national anthem back on my exam.
Ajo ntoso.
Mami do tun so beti akọ han nam na bebo kusi anwa. Na producer my videos.
Ti videos ni bi ni. Videos ni bi eye na se videos ni bi na.
Just afford me kusi kantanka.
Ka we limo.
Kantanka limo.
Limo. Eni si ho no. Ti funeral grounds ho no no. Na ye twa mama. Ajo ano no. Osie ni papa. Adwa safo na nuanum bi na didi na chi no
men nuanum ne koyo
nuanum bi am sa akofuna kora na ye hu no
nuanum ne
koyo no dia de ne here
right
for your daily guide ne so e de amamo Court of Appeal free said
that cancel answer
93 million down the drain Ghana cedis atonsuo
930 billion cedis and as I railway
atonsuo Court of Appeal free Sedina Tamaklu government backs 5-year presidential term 35 years age limit cyber fraud ring busted 17 arrested want to me appeal no yaka ehho asem bra me that
na say kwabran on wasisi bia benefit RDC especially in politics uko raso jema your entrance age or uko munso your exit age yes sir
police
police most of the armed forces president your entrance age
any exit
age or more pension age no president na what 72 no catch the 65 and say what do pension coffee me also what the Flagstaff house or elder every I'm going to say Jubilee house on elder de bia sir it is your entrance age of 36 35 where do we put the limit?
Hold on, I'm going to come. Ye kwa humana so na ye ne lawyer Dominic Brinya Ochri or a private legal practitioner. You couldn't come extensively. You very kind ashase from the acquittal and retrial of Madam Sedina Christine Tamaklo Atianu na yahwe on my legal education kakra emfa sansem no ho. Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning.
Na minisa no pe ho ye.
Nyamiadum on ya cheye.
Ye de nyame ase. Ye de ye timamufo emra no mo sabi omukukumu ena ya most of the time ya na ewo. Na enra de beto dwa efa ye mame said na Tamakro ho ensesem amfo bebre na ka ho nsem ahodo bebre minise so won kan kratwa waken kan ni kakra afa ye judgment na eba ya ho no kiremu se enei appeals court ebeka kire e attorney general se nsem na ye didi mame no asemfumso bi ewo eye charges na ye de bobo no ho nti wopa wonye eye retrial na mafo bebre se mame ye diske die kada na wo senko demu muna muni mumra na chire mu kakra se na nsem na ti ankasa ye bon tofa
Yo, court of appeal said charges the born no about 42 a detective tend to almost strike it out because the mama said them the particulars of the crime and now the national prosecution and to me prove case beyond reasonable doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And until now more active charging account.
Okay. Ti ye kase beyond reasonable doubt na nti 78 charges ni nyina no ni nyina anasa na oyo onni ha nti ye di na 17 na abepie mu sa.
The only one not the lawyer court. The lawyer cross examine prosecution witnesses. No one can say no only ha na opinion defense. Ti no de enka ho. Emremu no you between a trial in absentia.
Okay. Right. NT say her ruling now. Does it mean say my means say you're quitting no? Merely and I say or some another opportunity to defend herself.
You see, and there, it is on your body be a court appeal.
Okay.
And the man attorney general Mahama say or mobile appeal. They can't go to the high court for a retrial because he's been acquitted and discharged.
So, say court no kasa attorney general betima retrial na no kire say.
No, every appeal na attorney general the option I want appeal.
Okay.
Say once for what to be then to be who class or retrial you'll be a friend double jeopardy.
Okay.
As any papa now there's some corner attack am. Nti no dem bremo no intentam na obecha result objection na jabagu untimi try no. Say the sergeant keke dia so what the go for court I told you na person timi charge sheet na okoni ade charge no upie ya ne ya sanche na so mo ya hanan bi hanan ne ba stock case na ya san wa ba court ba ta de I said o so
fa hudi ti uche mu dia na chese
I told you na people be ba or the same set of facts no on to be san fa ne ko gina court mo ne ko this say we this can be the only thing I ben say court Supreme Court or Martin to Supreme Court.
Okay.
You got to so Kata and court appeal agna some astra. Then the second beer if you say or fire and answer what the or the court.
Mamusa we deeper kakra. How serious were the defector? Now what charges in this way nunti is sufficient enough for the inference over 10 of the entire conviction.
The Anna a kind of 78 charges. The same offense. Maybe I know there were inquiry say conspiracy no way ya adwene and I'm call first ka and idea my financial loss the major offense no of Sika State and I'm palenting start to do different times those cannot see any idea no and I idea paramount to see 78 na criminal jurisprudence no e bo call do 78 30 40 e mu ba ko differ punishment no they the same because you come to next amount punishment now it can say running concurrently you say 10 years we do we are twice the consecutive is concurrent it is 78 na your board on board 30 go you know 48 na aka no e mu ba akokra no say go differ the same punishment will come.
Okay enti mami muso yanhwɛ from this angle na yanhwɛ say Meaning, say, one more or more edin kujina court, possibly be your due diligence in the presentation of their case, Anna.
In fact, the matter time I can everything say the record of appeal now. And then my record of appeal is saying we'll see this at court, so our high court. As if it's on pretend and they prepare and they friend record of appeal. No high court some court a friend record of proceedings.
Okay.
Now court appeal now record of appeal. Or say be account. Next Supreme Court of Appeal and appellate court the general overview of the case. Because appeal is by way of rehearing.
Okay.
Now when the market say as if it's now prosecution 10 and come. So the Court of Appeal by this revelation did not have the full complement of the case.
Okay.
Until the announcement means that more apply say the record is not complete. It should be returned to the High Court to be a final rectification.
Okay.
But that did not happen. To be as I as the second one, to be a Court of Appeal, and to me, anyway, I wrote this decision.
So
but the rule of the game is evidence.
Okay. This responsibility of the overturn of the conviction, who bears the consequences?
It's the state.
The state.
Now the state has lost everything. Though we punished them in first kind by punishment. And punishment has purposes to serve as deterrent, for information and all those things. And now talk to me for which is to the civil case court. Say the idea is can. Say the only way you mean.
I see. Hey, Asamo.
The amount involved, 90 million, is gone for now, unless there be a Supreme Court overturn it. And I said there's no punishment exacted.
Oh. Yenshare the issue of public confidence in this issue because by a month be can was to do na at the subono ebo abine. How do we maintain and I say the confidence of the public in the judiciary with this case?
When be it. In fact, now who said Manasi agree across said it's scary and shameful. And I agree. Because people who had 10 years now, they were. Now, we July yarn or more pilot almost submission. In fact, almost submission filing not a pound that. And no more call for leave for extension of time. We didn't wait to find the information, which is not wrong. There be you state reasons, not what amount crime. Because they don't easily shut the door of justice to people, especially when a criminal matter and I say somebody's freedom, which is a human right, I can take.
I see.
But I'm calling July, 5th July, I say. No, I think it's 12th July.
Yeah.
Not court now, less than 3 weeks for judgment. With hate. Man, I've been seeing that. But your bonfire say, the man to me, the any other accused a own man. What for people, yes, and invented, your penisa. Then, yes, you're hearing him, a sediment, you're invented, you're introduced after the air. And yeah, Indian premium. That's one a year. And that's okay, yeah. Come on, I'm not going to because it's indecent. And yet,
Mammy Samuso say, and they court now order for retrial. No, does it strike a balance between say a protected constitutional right and ensuring accountability for the public officials?
The court cannot ask for a retrial.
Okay.
Because what to the panel then for retrial?
I see.
They cannot. It's only an appeal.
Okay. All right. Now, Afi, Yen sanction from this Sakesi to you lawyers and those who are in the Momofans of law fraternity, no. What does it mean? Can we learn something from it in terms of investigation, in the way we present our cases in court?
Now, the law is not certain again.
Okay.
The law is not certain. I heard Benjamin Besibia.
Chese, and which the much as a law in your setting, say, the overcon the Besibia and Wafansa.
Wafansa, Uko Manuel. Because now it's like you can't say so. The law, as we know it and practice over the years, you know. Now, it depends on which side of the aisle you stand.
Okay. Okay, right. Enti Mamisa Musau, is it a triumph of the rule of law and due process?
In fact, we need self-introspection, and then we need to encourage the judiciary to be bold. They have stood the test of time. Even military rule, the only bastion of hope was the judiciary. But when it is compromised, and after when it is shaky, then where else? Because when you do a castle or scatching, or then the only hope in the quarter, and not if I need to ask for. That's it. That hope no anywhere the hope becomes of the citizen to my form no DN and that thrown away.
Wow. Anyway, yem free when afi yemra the constitutional review no amo and some of the ababe to dwan. So me say when ya daji akinkan bi about 996 or so pages and one more the Bible bi kakra wo mo the 5-year term for the presidency fei aye parliament ye rezi e de akọ 324 ebeko e de ama people with persons with disabilities and afei ebiso akọ ede ama ema afei the presidency age no yatiso ede about 35 years instead of 40 years. You're running in totality. What do you make of the review no ehon sama ede bai?
We started with the question.
Aye.
Aren't we a bunch of confused people?
We are a bunch of confused people.
You see, advanced democracy, America, Britain, Germany, and other places, they've stood with 4-year term over 200 years of democracy. But African player, who you might go here?
Ebi.
If you say, I'm a moon, and himself. I don't know what the 5 years to make time for you to do your whatever. When the institutions of state are strong, those elected politicians, are just figureheads.
Okay.
And to be fair, it's just an act to perpetuate their hold in power. Not a year. It will serve any useful purpose.
So 1 year now about the
Yes, the reason say that we are always in the campaign mode. 5 years in the campaign, Emma. Sometimes not for nothing that is 4 years. Nipa mi yusu kura na 4 years there. Ekwanwa obeye nipa bi nya abotre atwen be hold you accountable. Now opposition is very important in the scheme of things.
Okay.
Because they hold the government in power in check. But who didn't come? So now 2 terms to be 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
And yet not corporate the so yati president age you know for 35 years. How many people at 30 can stand for election? Do they have the world with that? And it's just cosmetic. If you 40 years, political party, would they vote for you? In Africa. What am I generalizing in Africa?
Okay.
It's almost people over 50, 60. So,
I see.
I don't think that it is a well thought through amendment. I'm saying 1 year in country, we have to strengthen the institutions of state. Regardless of their career, civil servants and public servants. And no one what do policy bar and as they work policy be that was say irrespective of whoever comes to power, party comes to power. No, this is our development plan. You come as a plan about me as I mean the for no also twice. But the government will continue. And when you hear, now 1 year, the be the man perpetuating himself in in power.
Young ministers, no swear. This time around, ministers in free parliament. What about that one? What's your take on that one too?
I agree with that one.
Okay.
Your practice is here, the fusion. Some majority of ministers will come from parliament. Hey, yeah, some see limited time. Parliament a ball and the budget good. They 2020 after election. I say in a problem because of hang parliament near war.
Yeah.
Someone will say that one appointing more majority of ministers from parliament will not cure that mischief now the president.
Okay.
But the disadvantage the when is here the one say will be a parliament or person the Irish president for appointment. Into the executive be a no more editor. So parliament is not indeed and in fact independent.
Okay.
But say the president no and yes says appointment for parliament then parliament very the Duma. And I'm going to be so every constituency from parliament because of appointment in there.
Yeah.
In this time, vote by a cranny, I didn't delegate system near Unocrano. The incentive to go to parliament will not be as it used to before.
See, T. Sal, you and Eddie free honum. Election of metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives.
It's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. So say last, your tribe is not a
Fa. Council of States formation also the composition of the Council of States. Kaninazi and him said the Kabine ewo muchefa also yibi. This time SSA.
Council of State as presently constituted. Are they really Council of State?
That's the multi-billion-dollar question. Are they really Council of State?
Yes. And the Supreme Court has also held their advice. They are in consultation with them, whatever decision that you come with is not binding on the president. So what is it?
Into the badu bombebwa. Yes, sir.
Yes. In fact, in institutions are more independent and not suffer from can say I cannot president but in fact before the president be the sometimes information given to them. Into seeing board people through elective principle, national to become what and
I see. Now, you share the president's power so bet me appoint certain influence offices. You see, you were other areas president pointing out for your core through some processes, and also so as a president need to me no your GBA the free in some.
And also a good thing because the power is too much concentrated in one person. In fact, vice president need to be or no act in the absence of the president.
Yeah.
When you're president or then vice president, you'll be a lame duck, ignored person. So sometimes the president, the people around the presidency, will make the vice president redundant. And if we share power to certain institutions, the president is the overall head of state of the country, but too much power is concentrated on one person.
Okay.
To say, who could not president be a Obama or again, or better, no be despot. Yes, a minor. Yes, I
see.
I think say it's high time I bet to keep some of the powers and give to other institutions.
I see. See, the kind not just the whole problem on who the 5-year term, no. Any age na at a whole problem can say power.
Yes, and the problem too with the term I had Chief Justice 10 years.
And also reason there I didn't know what problem with that.
Okay, no problem. Okay, as you say, will be that's at the age of 15 a man Chief Justice.
Okay.
And now when they find 55, they retire 70. Until only 10 years and so 55 obey 10 years, they will know 65.
Yeah.
After will he return to the bench as just a judge of the Supreme Court or what?
Okay.
And I say he will be retire at that age.
See, a honor hasn't come back clear, a cry or home. Say, be away the
panel or achieve that to achieve justice.
No matter how many years will be due.
Yes.
I see.
Yes, I'm sure. The confusion that will come, they say, yes, or achieve justice or 10-year term. Now the man at the age of 65. When you're 70, they know they are so retirement time. Or people talk about say baby, you 10-year term. Then not be mansion.
Okay.
So we should be sure of what you are saying.
yɛhwɛ hɔ no so yie na yɛhwɛ. Right, lawyer, medicine and pay for your time with us. We are very much appreciative of your time and your education. Yo. Yeah, Dominic Brinya and Otise Yaninu AD and Komono. Ghana, our beloved country.
It's moving back.
Are we moving back?
Yeah, we are back in
I
the
say you call one step forward and you move back.
300 steps back. It's about 300 steps back. Right? We are back in the 70s. So we are back in some of the NA blown. A smell it is a Nkrumah's era from 58 to 1966.
What makes it so? Then the money, yes, sir. Because why are we back in the 70s?
That I can explain. But so
what you are saying, no?
Yeah.
You know, just what I said, we are going back.
That one day I can explain. Look at the power dynamics right now. 3 arms, no. You see, I know. Me, you know, all the time they conquer. The executive is able to conquer legislature most of the time.
So numbers almost strengthen.
Yes, strengthen.
Yeah.
And you mean judicial, legislature.
Okay.
The parliament,
the parliament
all the time, no. And I'm say head of state, you know, the party and the command the house, you know. On say, it's like the president is not even himself a member of parliament.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's a head of state.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, because his party dominates the parliament, more or less the parliament is his.
And it's a reform, Siba. Now, say, most of the appointments of parliament, I'm saying ministerial appointment, in free parliament.
Yeah.
Only this ability to solve some of the problem. Or no, be free party.
Wait, and then the man, see, I know 2 minutes now, we just see a GB friends. I think why they
how?
Because back on the day, and I'm say people's representatives genuinely people's representatives. I said we are to almost umpo. Ne man for national or honintino. Now, what party in there? Whether you like him or not, you are forced to because you must comply to what the constitution is saying. What I say, if the constitution say 30% or 60% of your ministers should come from parliament.
Yeah.
Definitely they will come from your party.
Yeah.
But they get into parliament, it may not be in your hands as a president.
Yes.
Because I have to go to my constituency and contest on my own. If I win in your party's name, I become a service to you. In this case, you don't necessarily have to be a parliamentarian. I am a president, as executive head. Now this time, the 80% in the meet my habonting made me pay. So what power have you chipped away?
Now most of the presidential win will go to parliament for approval.
Yes.
What they're saying is you ministers from outside or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I will say call parliament. Now parliament now is somehow autonomous. What is happening now? They have always been. But they are influenced by powers that be.
They are never autonomous. Continue.
Inti we know well ministerial appointment bia I have a responsibility to serve my constituency. Even constituency. Inti say what the idea ba. The one I ever bought my constituency. That is why we are going to approve.
Oh, now what they never bought constituency before we will do prove not what the time can do. So party no.
I remember you're more independent people than I'm.
In parliament, maybe.
Yes.
But who independent, will not translate into development in your constituency. If you happen to be, now to do so, I buy no and
to you know more problematic. I buy how I do my
enemy who may be a woman as a change party for because they are not constitution bind woman. And my young gentleman who say NDC forward this number of MPs are or more in their name. Definitely a chunk of his ministers are going to come from this crop of people. So me, I'm a social commentator, me follow Omo campaign. I can predict, say, as a UK say, by the time I am journalists and media houses can predict shadow cabinet, shadow ministers and all that. This time, no. Nobody can predict until the election is over and the so-called president has assumed office. As a matter of fact, this is what Nkrumah wanted. And this is what he got between especially 1960 to 66. Emra Ebe Republic we now friend or head of state here. Onye under any abruchere him and abruchere him biano. Kwame Nkrumah was able to fire anybody at will.
Your PBA no yo.
Yes, including VCs, including justices at the Supreme Court, including police IGPs and commanders, including chiefs.
And I just say yes, I consult be.
You drew how you was your coin.
Oh yeah, sure.
You drew how
now I powers no do the three man
China air cosuon. Sa TikTok as a teacher. At the same Kroma PDA Act.
So we didn't my we are free neighbor.
Oh, me happened the last 2 years. Nah, not sure was say. Oh, it's you better. And from Medica. Oh, ne man ebu bono. Kwabranya fo. Say Supreme Court at me appeals court at me will be awarded 78 million. Some money grounds.
Yes, 78 to 93
million Ghana cedis.
Yes.
930 billion OCDs. I'm on the TikTok esa. That's all my name. No, but I be a woman potemo say Akuya or train, Ubi train a heavy dim, a quahumachaco, you know, I made Naba Jacob. What yet Naba Babadrukma said in Babatum. Or train, I will 93 billion. Why? It is so packing of the court. This is the second time in Ghana history you packing of the court from Nkrumah time. No?
Okay. Well, court one was
sure. When you
call we grab an old video. I don't think so. Correct, sir. So that's it. And Rami Hunu, AEB, and Rana, the better you plan. I'm say judicial, so-called judicial research. For a
breakdown. The chief, okay, my has a breakdown of 120 judicial appointment President Mahama has made
20
in 18 months.
22 and now 20.
120.
Thank you.
Supreme Court, 10 judges.
10 justices.
Okay. Court of Appeal, 21 justices. High Court, 37 justices.
Yes.
Circuit Court, 52 justices. Total, 120 justices.
Yes, Republic Nazakrano. We didn't make that kind of appointment. That one, my history is not correct.
10, 37, 52.
10 Supreme Court justices and that one appointment. If America could see that.
10 Supreme Court justices.
Now the Republic Nazakrano.
Yes. Court of Appeal, 21.
Send an hour and 10 echo. Can't say Chief Justice or Teho, ya pep flimsy excuse me, a permanent. This is what Nkrumah's era was like. But the trick is that he was not a military. He was democratically elected. And according to Kwame Nkrumah and the CPP, they defended, say, they are going by the law. So-called books, no, almost friend law. And where beyond they happen? How can this happen in any serious democracy? In just this is even less than 2 years, 18 months. Yeah. Now president back on any party.
What if it was necessary?
What necessary?
Ebi ana sinto bi wo ho. Penisi obi ntona akoko bi de kwa.
Oba na Supreme Court judges no me saying. They were about around 18 or so. 15 them. And obey 7 can.
Okay.
What I say? And actually was signed the biasa akoka. What I say?
It is akwanya ni wa. Kemra makwanya.
Emra wo ho because there's no ceiling.
Okay.
A ceiling ni be biasa or say this number of Supreme Court judges.
Good. And biaya so ho metina ye ma. And asem so ho a omo bedi so. Ti se hu hia say wo de badia.
On 100 cry one for.
Mini problem ya. Semra makwan dia. Say yeah, you won't say kwasi ba so me ba.
You're not saying anything different from what I was saying. Say Kwame Nkrumah was saying the same thing.
Yeah, makwan. Yeah.
But say you na kasi empe. Emma wo ye enten o man na wo prat agede ni dia to so de ni ti asa atu esika no so no. Oja o man ko tena so oja wu ho. Di mfie be du asa na de ni funu ebe o man mu ha. Wo se mra man kwan adwo ato aso me wi.
Nti de na me ka ni say kwasi asem a wo kan nyina me de ne eya adwe.
Say we be to blame we should blame the constitution because constitution e koji tum na this and
1992 constitution no. Eti ye bobo review si na me hwes na eniema asese ye review no eno ne
review na.
That's my problem.
Okay.
Eniema asese ye dane ani. When we said 1992 achepa
33 years
if you do asami enseni
34 years mu ne
aduanan mu ene awre a lot of changes eniema asesa eniema ye foforo as a ene ye nkɔ sese
so kane no de no
enti se eba se yes semu a enka de kwan so a but asemisa ne se de yesesa no eno ne yesesa one number 2 de yesesa ni nyina ene yesesa no ebeti aba se de mpanyimfo asesen eye nemom ebi so atiakem so ebi so atiakem na kwasi ka bibi fa Supreme Court judges review na ba ombeko onse bi ho no mo a minim said ye mpanyimfo tena se omo wo enhyehyeye omo wo adwen omo wo senti they have reasons enti a omo yes a na ema no but yenso a ye tie ye omamufo de ye hunu ene ne ye te no ene say one me nduru omampanyi say wakofa 120 judicial hwan akotena ho one emra ne makwan anka wonye they always work within the constitution constitution can say
amamra
di bu o man no eno no mo de ye adwuma of course say the oye etra amamra na mrakunini no a enka obi atabiri
e de kokot
yes akọ say bia waye yes
we breach constitution
we supremacy of the constitution it be a contradictory constitution ni bia no ye nyintum eti ke betabri di akosa ade a mampanya ye ene amamra no ebo abra eno nti ye nyintum am ye Ghana de nka obi di bekosisia ama ye front ya makwan na all these wala ye adwuma de eye mra na etai ekire no entra enti reviews na aba no eye nyame adom ye damase ensesa aba ebi ye ni je ho bi ye ni nye ho but emra ne say obi program o se emra ne say ndie na wo ka fa ho ye ni bibia ye be ka ne tintintin bia ne etosu mienu abusiafo wa hwe yi a ade bi wo hono mu a wo yi a na wo twa sabi ato ho amanchirima ti wo hunu ye nim say punishment ye say reformative say retributive we say na deterrence we say dem dey say obi ye bi
o se twa so
ene wo se ema afoforo edi hu hye afoforo mu ema omusua bibi film yo se ye makora ne omu tifie se omu ye bibi ni ye tia wo mu a se adwoa ye na manka na amaye na mekoka emprempre na ehye nkoda ni tirimu se medo ama eche adwoa ekwan bia ni ho a mefa so a meyi ma no ebeye yi eje se saade na meye ye no meye no equal right
balance no
ema obi atimi ye bi na de na no kwasi ye de ye bo no na adwoa de wo ye de enya no nko fisa adwoa nko na ye baba ye de adwoa nko na ye baba na adwoa agimia de akotena ware ase na akofa wo haw e de aba e de na mi kire mu yi ma mi yasem a ya tworo ne tentente mo se charges ne ye say
78
eduoso nwotwe emu ba kumpo entimi amo
ebo no ye de net kotum ena na bayamba eno ma kwa appeal no ma sha na be fi sa na ye tifie tiase
sa good enti sa na de otifie ne betiase o but lawyer brenya enchire mu ode be ma yen die o si mu owrem kakra amranimfo no na e kan eja mini minu akwasi die
obiase mu owrem
emu owrem won we koba ne sa na ase ama amanyosem no edidi ye mu o de anka mo ma ne nko kakra so on ye hu se wakọ ebia se amnesty wo ho amnesty the the president's discretion ono no open no say nipa we
yaman tumi
ye de na tumi so tumi na de amano no tumi no emmo kwabena din se kwabena na wonyi no tumi ne ta na chi se so obeyi kwabena tumi ne ma ne kwan enu nti se nyame ya adom na bia next year July kura say na Republic Day no mo time kwa July na se president say o magina me tumi so me si munyi kwabena mrafia
obi antimi kan wasam
eno de ya buy na pardon no but ye de we ebeba be hye ho
kwame nkroma tactics na use no say ya no ye no
eya won hu say de omu ye ebe ye nkrofo bi asaw ye kwaye nim ni aba ye chi ebi say obi a twa to ho me say me nkai hwe kra na no ayi honorable master ebe former Swami MC was say nyame ye na dom no nya yoko boss wa ne special advisor Raymond Acha edi na obeka Raymond Mr. yache kwasi mensa yesi
na kafu fronya sa won to aso hwe
sa
obecheme
ajo to na time
kwamna yache kwa apia yache kwa apia
yache wontumi ona yache no ndi obedima
yache wontumi na wontumi yesi se ni se no aye na momo breso no muchi ano ya che foforo se wuntumi ne se ya che no we de wuntumi de ye bi onu so adigala wo de asase am obi aban nim ho hwe
na se de mo ye mo penso no
yenye ne sen ne kho na obetumi aka che se wo se na ya aban mu adwuma nti wonya na wono na se mo a wo ka no in inference of so che yen say the air cost say no that so ba obeye bi
obehwe so no wa ye ne de now I'm out for be to those who are political friends and advocates ne omo ka political asem no they say NDC for no entry because the tone ni esana e twa to ho no very very critical and dangerous for our nation.
No ye kabi mamin kabi amemu I say hano
yo
hano
enti na enu mu asem no ya ye didi asomesi no obo behwe so na wo so na wo ho a ye di
basi aba ye de bo tachi no
ye mo pass mo ka
e da ho twa ba
reset ni na jejem de ba no de judicial reset ni de and reset sa na mo pass mo ka
wona wo ka ye ye chere
ye judicial ngwa na ye ka you're talking in totality
general.
Oh,
the whole thing that is going on.
But judicial, you know, any TikTokers arrest and they hard. Apart from that, you know, the others is business.
And the normal the crata babon thing say the Justin Kotiana Troy say the have to see what Tamaklu assembly travesty of justice. Because Omontiase Elestin Niama who do our mampeni by some of the cases are or buyer or filing all prosecute a jaw
Pemka they know you know Deputy Attorney General
Penka yeah no can also Pijan Semari honorable Penka yeah and also can some so no case in the fan
he was in charge of
virtually in charge into N1 so all the 78 case charges in India the born nasi for ni Jina Sude friends at Yanuko 2 mono Koti as we nyahwa semba kokra anka
how can it come
say errors the presentation in as
I need dot now one verse
that is what the case
is
yeah quitting no
yeah
I discharge no and they say wuntimi nya in the pre-trial no kra na trial judge no kai appeals court judge no kai say pre-trial no kra retrial no kra no according to the explanation of the double jeopardy entimi nsi betimi asa akọ appeal and abeko her friends at the Supreme Court for the
you ready
anyway
13 reforms in the bio
13
about 13 key reforms been about I you know age you know affect MPs and so
I have a TMP.
Also, no, lower from I think I extended from 4 to 5 years.
Almost so almost concurrence with the way in newspaper.
I'm so not a drew so. No chronicle man.
The name of Ghanaian Times and okay. 80 audio for Yantuasu na from